Chapter 5 is definitely the worst chapter of Fortnite in history of Fortnite, and this video will tell you why. First of all, let's go over the seasons for this chapter. So this chapter started off with Chapter 5 Season 1, which in my opinion is actually a really goated season. I really liked it. Everything was so exciting with new mod weapons and new vehicles and the new metaverse. Basically everything was peak at the start of the season in December, but everything started to die down when 2024 started and Lego Fortnite just declined and Rocket Racing had no players and Fortnite Festival was just Fortnite Festival. Battle Royale just had no updates at all. It had very few updates, and the updates it got was just terrible. It was like just nothing new in them. Like nothing was new at all. The only thing we got was the Ninja Turtles collab, and that was it. So we didn't get anything else, just the Ninja Turtles collab. Even though this season was kind of boring and didn't have any updates at all, I still really liked it because Fortnite brought back the first LCM in like years. It's been years and Fortnite made an LCM after years of just no LCMs. And that was the Shiba Express for Christmas in 2023. It was super bad, but we would definitely get more in the future. I really liked the season honestly because the bosses was just really cool. I like how there was just 5 bosses scattered around the map. It reminds me of Chapter 2 Season 2 where they introduced bosses for the first time and there was 5 all around the map. And I really liked how they had medallions, how just that didn't have superpowers, were very basic and stuff. Just would heal you up with shields. Honestly, it was basic, but it was pretty fresh. I really liked the season mostly because it was just fresh and there was nothing really overwhelming of that season. Season 2 on the other hand is the complete opposite of Season 1. It had absolutely no updates. It didn't have updates, but it was terrible. The updates was just only around Lego Fortnite. The updates, if it was for Battle Royale, it would remove the season themed mythics and bring back some stupid avatar things. Like we had an update, we had the Avatar The Last Airbender collab update, and they brought like 4 mythics from that Avatar show, like waterbending, firebending, and all of that. And they removed the season themed mythics like the Thunderbolts and Chains of Hades and the Rings. They removed them for 3 weeks. Basically half of the season we just didn't have these things that was like themed around the season, and it was so stupid how they did it. Like why the hell would you remove something that's a part of the season for a very long time just because of some stupid collab? Honestly, I wouldn't even want that collab in the game. It was so random. Nobody asked for Avatar The Last Airbender. They basically ruined the season because of that collab, and it was just terrible. Some things about that season was actually pretty good, like the POIs. I really liked Baller's Battleground and Mount Olympus and the Underworld. Those were very cool with the new biomes, and the new bosses were very cool as well. We had epic guns too. We had new medallions that wouldn't heal you, it would give you superpowers. I remember one gave you siphon, one gave you like double jump, and one gave you like something to do with the ammo. I can't really remember what it was. But the mythics, the PYs, the weapons, it was pretty good. I really liked them. We did have a Star Wars update during the end of the season, and we got literally nothing in Battle Royale. Like we only got some skins and then just one new weapon and then the Darth Vader boss, which nobody tried to kill. Like it was so useless, and Battle Royale just didn't have anything for the Star Wars update. The only really big thing about the Star Wars update was Lego Fortnite. Lego Fortnite had basically everything. Lego Fortnite had lightsabers, it had the first ever Lego pass. It was insane. Like, this Star Wars event, it was just mostly looked on Lego Fortnite and nothing for Battle Royale, which was just, everybody hated it. Everybody, like, it's one of the most hated Star Wars events ever. Probably the hated one ever. Yeah, I really didn't like how they just only focused on Lego and not BR. Oh yeah, and there was one very terrible update that got introduced in this season, and that was the removal of skin rarities. So, legendary, common, uncommon, all of those skin rarities just gone. The only skin rarities that was stayed, that was like Marvel, DC, all of those collab stuff, you know. This season was just terrible. I hated it so much. It had terrible updates. The collab ruined the season. It didn't have anything for BR, and just, it was like, I was so excited for it to end, but yeah, it was just terrible. Hated it. Bad updates, bad everything. Just really just didn't like it. Now, Chapter 5 Season 3, in my opinion, is the second worst season in Fortnite history. It was the car season. It had car mods, new vehicles, SUVs. You could literally buy SUVs now in the item shop. No, not only cars, you can buy SUVs now. So actually that was pretty cool. I like that, but it was terrible. Like, let me just go over how the season started. So the season started with some new, I wouldn't even say new weapons. The only new weapons that got introduced was like the nitro fists, and then like some kind of boom bow, and then we got the return of the combat AR, combat shotgun, and these guns, they could get modded now. So I really don't like how they only introduced like guns that was like boom bows and fists, and they didn't actually introduce like actual guns. They just returned some guns. Like, that's a high level of laziness right there. The updates for this season was honestly pretty good. There was the Fall Guys update, the summer update. There wasn't even a summer event for the first time ever. I mean, it was called All Sweat Summer, but I wouldn't even take it as a summer event because there was nothing in it. It was just free rewards, and there was just nothing else, just rewards, and that's it, and quests too, but like those are for the rewards and everything. We did get reload, but it wasn't really a part of BR, so I mean, that's something. We did get Metallica too. We got Metallica mythics in BR, and we actually did get a concert too. It wasn't a UE event though, it wasn't a BR concert. And I mean, the updates this season were pretty cool. I really liked the Fall Guys thing with the mini game. It only lasted for like 10 days because it got introduced to the game mode like 10 days before the season ended, which was just terrible. But the Metallica update, that Metallica update was very cool too. And the final update of the season, we actually got a minigun to be returned, and it was only there for the last 10 days. It got returned like a week before the season, and it was only there for like a week, and then they removed it when the season ended. So, and I'm just gonna say, when this season started, like right at the start, like the first week of the season, I actually really didn't enjoy it. Like, I actually did enjoy the first week of the season, but when they just nerfed everything to the ground, it just got so repetitive and just boring. And like, both sides of the community, like the competitive community and the casual community, they were just both really mad. Like, I don't know. Competitive was like, everything is too OP, I don't like this. Casual community was like, let's go something new, something different, this season's gonna be the best. And then everything got nerfed and both sides were unhappy, and it was just crazy. Madness, chaos everywhere. I just hated that season. First week of it was pretty fun, but when they nerfed everything like a million different times, it was just, no, ew. I really do mind that season. So yeah, Chapter 5 Season 3, just terrible. The final season of Chapter 5 is Chapter 5 Season 4, and this season was actually pretty good. It started off with some new POIs, new bosses, new medallions, new mythics, and actually some really good weapons. It had the Solvian shotgun, honestly was pretty mid, didn't use it that much. I mostly used the Gatekeeper though. And it had the burst rifle back with, now it could like get mods, so that was also pretty good. And there was some other mythics too, like the arsenal, the jetpacks, and some very other good, really good mythics. Now Fortnite again just nerfed these stuff like all the time. They nerfed the jetpacks, they nerfed the arsenals, they nerfed the like aimbot thing. They nerfed everything to the ground again. I swear Fortnite just refuses not to nerf things. Like they always nerf stuff. 24/7 they just nerf everything. It got so bad that they also needed to just vault the jetpack from the entire game in the season. That was themed around Marvel. The jetpack was themed around Marvel and they just removed it. Now in my opinion, I actually really do like that because that jetpack drives me insane. I don't know why, but it drives me crazy. I hate it so much. But I really do get people's opinions with that. It's just stupid to just remove it from the season. I mean, I agree, it is actually kind of stupid to just remove it from the season when it's themed around the season. Like, it's just like what happened in Chapter 5 Season 2. They removed all of the Zeus mythics and Hades mythics and the rings just because of a collab. And it really does remind me of that they just removed the jetpacks just because of some complaints. And it's just really stupid. Even though I really do hate it, I still don't know why. I really still think it's very stupid that Fortnite just removed that thing. Like, it was themed around the season. It was one of the most important things for the season, and it's gone. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And this season was such a disappointment. Chapter 5 Season 4 had so much potential. It was confirmed that we would get 2 LTMs, but we only got 1, and that was the Day of Doom LTM. I'm not gonna hate on this. It was pretty fun, even though only the villain team could like win. This LTM was like where there was like a villain team and a hero team, and you basically had to fight. Like the villains had to catch like 6 crystals, and when they got all of these crystals they would win. So yeah, but like the villains, they had mythics. Like right when they spawned to the game, the villains would just have mythics, and the heroes, they would just have like no loot. They had to search for loot, so it was super OP. Like the villains team was just super OP, and I mean I played this LCM quite a lot. It was pretty fun, even though only the villains team could win. But yeah, and we were supposed to get another LTM, but that never came out. And we were also supposed to get like the OG Marvel superpowers, like the Iron Man mythics and all of that in that second LTM, but it never came out. It was never there. And we were also supposed to get them in BR, but it never came out. So this season, like Chapter 5 Season 4, a very big disappointment, but it was still a really good season, even though there was like so much that got scrapped. We did get a mini live event towards very close to the Fortnite stuff. This event was going to like start Fortnite. A lot of people just hated it because they expected so much. And let me also just say, this event was also a disappointment. We were like, the Doom Tower was supposed to explode and Jones was supposed to die, and a lot of those interesting things were supposed to happen, but nothing happened. Like the tower was close to getting exploded, but it did not get exploded. And Jones was also very close to dying, but he did not die. So a lot of stuff was just weird. Like I mean, I really do like this event, even though a lot of stuff that was supposed to be in it just didn't come, and I don't know why they did that. I mean, this event, it definitely had more potential, but it was still really cool. I really did like it, and they built so much hype. Like the Chapter 5 Season 3 mini event with the pipeline and stuff, that had no teasers at all. This one, it actually did have teasers, and Fortnite did hype it up, so that was also pretty good. The finale update for this season was Fortnite Mirrors 2024. A lot of people call it this is the best Fortnite Mirrors ever. It's not the best. 2020 is the best. This one is the second best in my opinion, but it was super good too. We got new POIs, new weapons, we got so many new skins. We got like a new Guff skin, and we got Billy from Saw, and like so many cool skins. This Fortnite Mirrors was super cool. I really did like it. Right at the end of the season, right like one day before the season, we got a live event, a full-on live, not a mini event, a live event, which was called the Prelude. This event was gonna had 6 stages. It was gonna have like a black hole at the end and everything, and there was absolutely nothing. It started off with just this wasn't even a live event, it was a live stream. You literally just had to look just in the screen, just look at New York City, just look at Ice Spice and Snoop Dogg performing their songs and everything, and then at the end they revealed the trailer. This is the most worst event. Fracture is honestly better than this. At least we actually did something, and at least there was some storyline in that event, and this one was just terrible. This live event was so bad. I hated it so much. It had so much potential too. It was just such a disappointment, honestly. It didn't even tell us how we got to Chapter 2. Like, how do we even get to the Chapter 2 island? Do we just spawn here or something? I don't know. Now to the conclusion of this. This chapter is the worst chapter in my opinion. I know I'm a very big Chapter 4 hater. Chapter 4 is much more better than Chapter 5, definitely. Chapter 5 just had so many bad seasons, so many bad changes. It had a lot of potential before I threw it away for the metaverse, the stupid UI, and these collab live events that doesn't even make any sense. It's stupid, I know. Fortnite has changed, definitely. This is why Chapter 2 and Chapter 1 is the best. There was no collabs. All of the live events were just Fortnite related, and I don't know, I really miss Fortnite back then, but right now, we just have Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice, Juice WRLD. It's insane. And a live event that was supposed to lead us to Chapter 2 literally was just nothing. It was just a waste of time. I hated it so much. Honestly, this chapter just goes for the worst chapter ever. I don't know, just everything was so bad with the locker UI, and they did like change the locker UI in this new season, in the Chapter 2 remix season, but it's still the same. Like, it's still really bad. I mean, they did do it better, but it's still super bad. And just this chapter goes for the worst chapter in my opinion. If you like it, that's fine. I respect your opinion. If you like Chapter 4, that's also fine. You can honestly just like whatever chapter you want to like, but in my opinion, I really just hate this chapter. It had so much potential. Fortnite threw it away. It had so many confirmed things. Fortnite just never made it happen. It got nerfed everything got nerfed every single season. The season themed mythics got removed, and yeah, I don't know what happened to this chapter. It looked like to actually be very good at the start. Like, right when the chapter started, it really did look like this could be peak Fortnite. But no, when we got further, it got ruined. Everything got ruined, and everybody hated it. It became so dead. The player count just went down, and yeah. So this chapter is the worst in my opinion. Comment down below how you like it. If you like it, that's completely fine. And yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.